Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. Alright, so I got penalized, bad Mystic, for, no, for quitting on some players that was at the last boss. Because if I'm going to do the dailies, I'd like to credit. Just a food for thought. I'm going to get some highlight videos. So I'm recording 2 copies of this. So I can put together, footage. I was actually trying to get into a raid last night with this tune. But healers usually get snagged up pretty quick in trials. So nobody was looking for a healer. It was for about an hour. I was like waiting anybody for anything, looking for a healer for this, looking for a healer for that, looking for a healer, looking for a healer. I was like, what the hell, yo? Because I would love to have that footage. Now, I have back prior to Maul, I mained a Nightblade healer and a DK, and during that time, within that time, when I was really like showboating, I healed all those vet trials with the DK and the Nightblade. So I did get all my achievements back then and everything like that. And especially when people were like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck?" I mean, people would freak out, man. It was hilarious. And when I got them through, Sanctum Ophidian with a DK healer on, with achievements, I was like, "Hey, man, what's up, dudes?" And they're like, "I can't believe that shit just worked. What the fuck? What the fuck?" And yeah, the same kind of configuration is what I do right here. Yeah, same configuration, but except scent. We didn't have scent back then. I don't think I had Sentinel back then, but I did run Sanctuary and I ran, that's right when Spell Power Cure was like a thing, and I did get my Spell Power Cure. So, yep. And I forget what monster set or how I did that. I don't think I ran a monster set, and that's before I even ran. That's when I was Sword and Board. But I had health on my shield to scale my shielding system. So I wasn't, because the other healer had, lightning staff. So I was more worried about shielding and application heals. And I ran Sword and Board on Blade too, back then, as well. But I scaled Magicka to increase healing. So the infused shields depended on each healer at the time. But that's why I did it. Because especially in trials, you have one healer with the lightning staff. You don't need two, technically speaking. So yeah. So I'm always down for people who have these ideas about, like, I like Deltia's idea about using an ice staff on a healer charged. 4-man's I wouldn't do it because minor vulnerability does increase. I've done it, the Sword and Board in 4-man's, but minor vulnerability is a very, 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 very important element in, overall DPS. But in a 12-man, it's actually a great idea because tanks usually run, more hardcore tanks, and I made the adaptation as well. I did it when it first got announced. Block mitigation, shielding on heavy attack. I was like, fuck yeah, tank fucking staff. I'll take it, give it to me. And people were like reluctant. They still wanted to stay under their dual Sword and Board. But I like the idea because the tank's debuffing the boss, right? With the frost staff, with the effect, the status effect. But mobs, tanks can't relatively get to. So another secondary healer running a frost staff is actually pretty applicable. especially when the other healer has the lightning staff. So that is pretty good, or the off tank or whatever. Usually off tank's got it too. Irish dude, what's up, my brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? Dude, thanks for logging in and joining, man, last night. Actually, I was going to talk to you, but you kept logging in and out of tunes so fast, I couldn't actually send you a tell. So, I hope everything's been going good. How's you and your woman doing in the game? You guys still playing ESO? You looking forward to the chapter? Man, I'm looking forward to a lot of the content coming out. I'm a little upset for the trial players. Like, I'm not a hardcore trial player. I'll go in, I'll grab sets that I'm going to need for configurations. But I never took the thing, like scoring, like, I'm an old school MMOer. I'm old school. I'm used to weekly lockouts. I'm used to taking months and months and months to acquire your gear. And you cry when, because there's only 4 bosses. You have a 20, the 20 or a 40-man raid. Well, not 40, 20 usually. But you have a 20-man raid. Rift was 20, I want to say. I forget. But WoW was 20. You had a 20-man raid. Then you had a 10-man. You did have mini raids. So that was the 10. But 20-man raids. And, you're getting lockouts. Man, you're locked out. You're screwed. You're hosed. 4 bosses, 4 pieces. People fighting for every piece weekly. The only boon I had was I was the main tank. So any heavy pieces that dropped that were set for my class, because there are different tanks in Rift and WoW. So not every heavy piece tank set was for every class. And, there's Paladin, there was Warrior, and of course Medium for Druid tanks. So, but I could never take this serious, man. I could never take trials serious because you can farm out an entire set in less than a week. I was like, fuck, are you kidding me? Are you guys high? Damn. This is nuts. And of course, when I walked away from that type of stuff, I also promised myself I'd never be that again. But Zoss is luring me back. We'll get some footage though for the thing. It'll be out tonight. After this and stuff, I'm gonna go ahead, get my crafting done, and then I'm gonna make this video, and then hopefully get in some raids tonight because I want my staff. I love this build. God, I love this build. And yes, this build is raid setup. So if people are going to ask me, can you run this in a raid? Yes. Yes, I was hoping to actually do so last night. Now, would I run Sanctuary on every healer? Not anymore. The health stat is too much for most healers. I run Worm on most healers. For the DK, it's perfect because the DK has the weakest heals typically without the set. But with the set, it's magnified. And the health bonus on the set, right, scales my shield system. You're not going to be able to get in while we're aggroed. Why do they do that? You can't. Why not just kill the shit? Fucking lazy asses, man. 15k? Oh, that's major. I told you, man. Why? Oh my god. It's aggroed. Just should have killed it. Just go. How hard is it? Kill the stranglers. I can't. There we go. Just could have killed them. Jesus, we waited. It took us longer to get through the door than killing the damn things. I swear to God. Whatever. Oopsie. This is... And that person went back to kill him. Such bullshit. It's on the counter. Could you shut the door for me too, honey? Thank you.
Those three in front of it look formidable.
Why is the DPS always behind the healer? This tank is literally obnoxious. I'm not trying to be a dick, but sort of. Swear. Get in my circle. That's one thing I don't like about this setup. Too easy. Might even try to do the vet DLC. I'd like it.
What did they do to you?
Getting people. Yesterday I went into the vet. There was literally 200s in there. I was like, what the fuck, man? I've never done this before. I'm like, why would you? Why? Why would you queue this? Why? Why? That shit makes no sense to me. It's kind of no fair that I'm actually on this tune, on this platform, healing, because I actually did get to heal Deltia with this tune. Well, it was my Argonian at the time, and then I didn't like the Argonian as much as the Dunmer. I mean, Argonian's actually way better for it because you can use the potion passives. There we go.
What now? We can't get past that thing.
Doesn't matter what you do. I don't give a shit.
Friends aren't as meek as you lot, and you call yourselves undaunted.
Quiet, you. It's been a bad day.
Okay, let's go. Chest.
We have to keep moving.
Oh, nice.
What are you looking at?
What do you think? It's been months. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I got used to it.
Got used to what? What did you do? How do you survive?
I went native.
I already got it, but
I'll try.
I could use another neck. I have enough to put my build together, so everything else is whatever, irrelevant. Whatever. Yeah, I'll never, ever forget.
Will make fine banners.
Skip it. Oh, he's like, fuck it, we'll do it. Dude, seriously? Why you don't attack while the tank pulls. Let the healer do his job and just keep moving. He's lost. I went around the corner. Should have threw the orb. Had I known the tank was going to do this, usually we skip. Oh, whatever. I don't care. This tank's just...
It's like no foul I've ever seen.
This is the end of the line. Falcon Scoria wants you dead.
Why in the fuck is this tank? He's got some bullshit like sack shit for resources. Mage's Guild. I use that shit though too. So.
Arise. We have visitors. Show our visitors how bright a new day can burn. Falcon Scoria rule this keep.
Get together, thank you. Who would thought? Oh, how far we have came from my earlier days as a DK healer. How far we have come.
I need aid.
This is cool. Watch this. Nobody takes damage. I don't think so there, bridge bitch.
I have been breathing plenty.
However you want to do it, dude. Hold on. There we go. Left or right first. I don't like mounting up through here, but the tank with the lightning staff. Must be some sort of hybrid, whatever. I'm never giving up my frost staff as a tank. That's never gonna happen. Too easy. See, that's why I don't. Because I know I'm going to turn and fall. I don't mind going up. Going down. I'm a little leery about this. I wonder if we'll do hard mode. Looks good, right? I don't know if I know what I'm doing. I obviously cannot be a healer. This is a farce. It's an illusion. Oh my.
You don't have to come down here for me to hurt you.
I mean, how could I ever heal a DK? How? It's not real. I've been told multiple times. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. See that off balance? Yeah, Mystic knows what he's doing. Well, what'd we get? Not whatever. Whatever. Alright. Pretty easy, man. Leda, what's up? How you doing? So, oh my god, I'm telling you. I make it look easy, don't I? So easy. Yep, this will be out today. For sure, for sure. Yeah, we'll be good. We gotta free up a little bag space though. I don't need it. I could probably use it as a secondary piece. I don't know. We'll hold on to it for now, whatever. Got a lot of burning spell weave. Lots of burning spell weave. Got my whatever. I mean, I could keep another piece just to transmute if I need it, so I'll hold on to one piece. Sunder, that used to be my baby at one time. I don't need Valken, I have a ton of. I think I got like five of these now or something. I don't know. We don't need it. And they fucked it up adding pen. Fuck. Bullshit. It's still good for PvP, but PvE, whatever. Let's see. I think that's not about it. That one I don't need. Alright. Banish cells. What's the DLC? Which DLC is it? I forget. Castlethorn? We could see. Banish Souls 2, Castle Thorn. I know most of the mechanics in Castle Thorn, so. Majority of the mechanics I know. I feel comfortable at least to queue it. Nah. Whatever. Why do you have 2 accounts here? I'll just take care of the dual personality that you have. There we go. You can't block him. He just keeps making the account. That's all he does. Ugh, I don't even listen to him anymore. He's an idiot. Yeah. I'm hoping I get another queue right away. So yes, have I healed trials with DKs? Yes. It's been a long time, but yeah, I used to.
But he hopes his family is safe in
The more people said it couldn't be done, the more I was amped to do it. My dude actually used to instigate. I got a healer. You know, hey dude, you want to heal this? Let's get a couple kicks out of this. And I'd come in, and they were like, "What is this? Like a practical joke?" I said, "I thought you needed a healer. We do." Okay, well, tell you what, if we can't get past the first boss, you can kick me and replace me. Okay, fine. Yeah, we're gonna fucking do that. Okay, sweet. Can we at least get, do this, for God's sakes. And we get to the first. Oh, I mean, yeah, you can probably know the mechanics, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go, let's keep going. And we're off to a good start. By the end of the fucking trial, people would just be dropping mouths. Blah. Hilarious. Fucking was hilarious. Back then, my orbs didn't heal, though. We didn't have healing orbs, but I used the orbs for synergies. And of course, we were in comms. And I was like, hit my balls. What? The floating balls? Yeah, hit it. It'll give you resources back for, your passive. Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah. It's kind of amazing. Yeah. And I ran Sanctuary. Yep. It was funny. Those were funny days, man. Funny days. Hilarious. Can't make this shit up. I promise. Cannot make it up. It's pretty comical. The only Templars are healers, and then Wardens, and like, God, man, you guys know nothing about this game. Nothing. Zip. Now I would take all the gears that was considered trash. I'm like, anybody got any trash gear they don't want? Like sets that like suck? Yeah, this sucks. Take this. I'm like, oh, thank you. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I have a couple of plans. And like that, you would think they would be like, well, why would you want it after I just healed a trial with a DK? Tips, man. There were so many times I got caught up on sets just because people thought it was trash. I'm like, little do they know, I've got plans for this. Yeah, I do gotta unlock the rest of his alchemy on this tune. Because the sorcery potion's good, but I actually gotta do it before the next build. So I just kind of like mass level this dude and didn't work on his other stuff. So it needs done. Like I said, man, I've got so much work to do with all these tunes, man. I've got 5 of my tunes, like, kind of where I want to, with, like, some of my crafting and some of my passives. And then I just unlocked Mayor's Guild finally on my Templar, on my Stamplar. But now I just got to finish getting his Undaunted. I'm working a lot to... Jeez, I never thought I'd be doing all this. Like, it feels like I'm doing it from scratch on speed mode. Boom! Like, I've got to get it before Blackwood comes out. Go, go, go. I've got to, like, you know, try to, you know, make time very effective. As much as possible. So, because it's too much. There's so much. Normally, I just pop on the PS4, put this shit together, and be like, we're done. Call it a day. Record it. Put it out. Done. Oh, there's a couple of new sets? Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Let's... We should probably get those. Yeah, totally. Yeah, look at all that. Oh, my God. Oh, Roz, what's up, Roz? I know you. Alright, and of course, get that lovely, 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 lovely transmute from yesterday. We'll turn this in and get 5 more. That's how we roll. Yeah. Yeah, did you guys notice it's like they both have the same name except one's that's slightly different? What a bunch of twerps. Hiding is scared. Scared little weenies. The one guy, I don't know. I mean, could be on 2 counts. They're kind of like slightly messed the fuck up. They need some serious like counseling.
You're here, hearing tale. Indeed, I'm undaunted.
Well, thank you there. I like being undaunted. Another 5. Currency, we're at 40. We can probably get about 30 or 40 more today, later. Hopefully, maybe not. Yeah, we'll see. Getting these builds out, priority uno. Then, after this, I'm working on my Templar. I did want to put that Kyron's Wind or Kyron's Wind on my Templar, but I just don't think I'm going to. I think that'll go on another healer. You know, gives the major buffs a little easier. So, more than likely, could have Frost Cloak. Ugh. So, I like that set, though. I really do. There's this, I think healing's becoming so, like, cool because it's expansive now. And I wish they would apply the same logic into the stamina, you know, setups, DPS, and tank setups. It's whatever. There's a lot of tank sets. I'm not saying there isn't, but what I'm saying is everybody runs the same configuration because the application is too good to walk away from. Hence, you have this problematic scenario where you are feeding into the meta and you are incoherently causing the own toxicity in the community because nobody knows which way to go, right? And then you get people being like, we can't use stamp DPS, we can't use this class with the, you know, a mag this or a stam that or any stam, or we can only be consistent of these tunes and these and these, and it's like, oh my god, man. And we can only run these sets and only that. And it's like, I just proved these motherfuckers, you know, somebody dropped a fucking biss on that fucking Black Villa set. I wonder who that was. We all know who it was. Don't act like y'all don't know who did it. And I'm like, I want to put that on my stamps work. No way. He'd lose DPS. Suck. Is it Biss? Is it? No, I don't think so, motherfucker. Learn to count. Learn to fucking count. There is no best in fucking slot. Best in slot would apply to a linear system and whatever. Now, I will say that new relic item or new, mythic item, not relic, mythic item is probably going to go on majority of DPS. It's just going to. That kilt, it's just going to. And here's the kicker. Because normally 6-1 is right now the optimal, but for mag they'll lose a little critical value and lose a little bit of pen, but their pen is still very in a healthy scenario. You know, they could afford even to still stay at 6-1. They just don't want to use a heavy. They use that medium. But now their critical value, everybody's critical value on boss fights will magnify. Yeah, trash mobs, it's not going to be so predominant. Boss fights, yeah. Between mechanics for seconds, that crit modifier will skyrocket. Mark my fucking words. Mark my words. I have been doing this shit for too long. And no, I am not a fucking theory crafter. Now, will they put a BIS title on that? You're absolutely right, they will. Why? Because it is so fucking stupid OP. And guess what'll happen? A few months later, it'll get nerfed to the ground. Jeez, Matesis. I've just heard that they're gonna nerf, Pale Order Ring. The Pale Ring. Which is kind of a shame, because I'm going to be utilizing that in a build. It's a shame. Brian, trust me though, you're not going to stop me from coming out with toxic shit. I love you, brother. I do. You do great work over there. And you ain't stopping me. All your gimmick shit is built for toxic exploitation. It's built for it. It deserves to be exploited because you guys do not conceptually put things together appropriately, and now you're just causing double work for yourselves in the long run. At least it's job security, I guess, right? What can I say? What the hell can I say? You're gonna stop me? Welcome Mystic back. Trust you and me. We'll bring back some classics and we'll re-amp them. And then we'll come up with some new. Make it even more disgusting. You know? And who knows? In a few months I might actually be doing things that I never thought I would be doing more and more. But whatever. Whatever. Excuse me. Really look forward to it. God, nobody's queuing the other two. Banished Cells 2 can be a bitch on the last boss. And a double hit, man. But on this tune, it's actually bone because I always shield. And I shield the other people. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. No, on my DK tank, I shield her. Boom, boom, boom. Now, Igneous Shield is stupid. Like, both forms of this shield is the boon to the DK. It's a boon. Now, here's the thing. All people like, it's only 24. It doesn't matter. Proper spillover has never been applied to this game. That's why Sorks exploit shields all fucking day long. It doesn't matter if that thing says 25 or 6. It doesn't fucking matter. The initial hit never spills over. It just absorbs it. It dissipates. That's why most games avoid shield stacking. That's why. It's a problem with coding. Always has been. But hey, man, we're just like, oh sure. God, man, fucking dips. That thing could be fucking a 1K shield. I scale it a little bit higher just for trash. So I do scale it a little bit. Because I don't like trash popping my shield on one hit. Or popping their shield on one hit. Bosses will. But I usually shield and off heal. So I shield, pops, set up the heals, shield, pop, set up the heals. That's how DK healing works. Right? Plus I get my major mending. When they applied the major mending buff, I would heavy attack off the shield and then set the heal. This I don't have to do the heavy attack now. I still weave up, you know, because I get a longer duration with the rest of those staff passives. Which I didn't take the block on that, but you know, should. But the major mending, it's only for 3 seconds. I thought it was longer. Could have swore it was longer. Maybe they nerfed it. I thought it was like 5 seconds. But yeah, major mending. Just, you know, just like right now, for example, combat prayer 7-6. Right? Shield up 8-6. 1,000 increase. Shield off heal. Shield off heal. Shield off heal. That's how it works. You were white knighting for me? I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to you most of the time. Most of the time I can't even like, dude, you don't, like, you troll me so much, I can't even stand it anymore, man. Like, I just, like, blur you out. I blob you out. I want to take you serious at some point in life, but you troll me so much, I just, like, be honest, I just see any little, the first 2 words, and it's just like, everything else blocks out. If I try to pay attention, most of the time you have nothing to say. And you repeat the same shit, and then I'm like, oh God, help me. Nobody here actually, even majority of the time, listens to you because you have nothing to say. I think most people would take it serious if you actually had something to say. Stop trolling. You know, actually, you know, talk about mechanics or talk about, you know, something, you know, get involved in the conversation that everybody else is having. Like earlier stream we were talking about mitigation and, you know, exceeding over, you know, 33, almost pointless, you know, because, you know, at that point in PvE, you don't really need any more mitigation. It kind of goes to waste. It has some factor, but not significant amount after that point. But it's still, you know, in PvP though, I mean, that you can stack up a little bit more, and it has a little bit, you know, more application, because when you debuff, right, when people are debuffing you and it ticks down, that brings it back down to that 30 something. So if you scale it up to 50, right, and they debuff you, right, with breach, it brings it back down. Well, you're still at the cushion. You're still in that cushion zone. You know, you're exceeding the, you know, your stacked effect, anticipating the debuffs to your levels. So it is actually great. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Spam caller, telemarketer. I don't think so. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, the DK. I've been healing DK for a while. I got out of trial healing right 6 months before, like, Kamal came out. People tried to get me back involved. My guild, actually, one of my guilds that I ran trials with, I started running trials, they already had healers. So I was DPSing at that point. So a lot of conversion setups that I was rolling with. But, you know, And, you know, I like healing, you know, in this game. I really do. I like it a lot, actually. I never thought you know, like I said, I've only healed one other game and one other time in an MMO because I was used to tanking. And that was when my poor druid got, you know, that my druid wasn't even meant to do PvE. I wanted it for PvP purposes. And of course, he got pulled in because they needed a druid tank at the time when it was hot. And they knew I had a max, but I was used to like pulling in, you know, my warrior and my rogue at the time. Rogues got really fucked over there for a minute. And then next thing you know, I became a druid tank because they already knew I knew about tanking. And then I couldn't utilize them anymore. And then I had to go resto because my warrior wasn't being utilized at the time, and neither was my druid. And rogues got fucked. So I was pigeonholed into being a healer for my raid guild. So wasn't much of an option at that time. Just wasn't. There's nothing I could do. And that's when Fire Mages took a shit and Frost became really dumb. You know, I was like, fuck. What am I gonna do? Then I left WoW for a little while there. And then I went to Rift. And I picked up main tanking again. I love tanking in Rift. I had souls at my disposal. So if I was main tanking different bosses and different trials, 2 different loadouts, right? Different specs. Just on a click of a button. Boom. Okay, which boss are we on? Click, boom, loadout. Done. There's my whole setup. My whole new specification. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Then mage tanking really took heights. And I had a mage. I was DPS and a support. I had DPS and control build. And I did not want to have to, like, you know, I hate when I play a tank and I had to go with one specific because of the abilities. It wasn't the mitigation, it was the abilities that were detrimental because of the pull systems. All right? Every time and every MMO I've ever probably played, it was never about mitigation. It was more about the abilities that was offered for pulls and, you know, like CCs and all that shit. It was never about mitigation. I found that to be annoying as fuck. You know? So annoying. Cute, and then it went away. And didn't get fired. What are you smoking? What are you, high? Are you stoned? I never got fired. Dude, you know nothing. Obviously somebody keeps feeding you bullshit. Somebody who thinks they know me and they feed you bullshit. I worked for 2 companies. And I had a secondary job. One company I was with for a year and a half. And then I actually left that job. And then I picked up a secondary job until I went into a banking, to a bank. You know, so I worked for a bank. Then I got hired in as a bank. So what are you talking about? Seriously. Do you know how many licenses I had or what I did? Do you know what my job entailed at either? Do you know what my secondary job was? Tell you, I delivered pizzas on weekends. Papa John's. Loved it. Damn good money for tips, too. You know, I made minimum wage, I got mileage, and I made damn good tips. You know, ladies loved me back then. Ooh, it was good. It was good. Sliver to women. You know, even married women tipped me damn good. Oh, shit. I was like, thank you. And I get requested. Can Gary drop off that pizza? Yeah, Gary, you got an order to deliver. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I was in a relationship at the time, so I would never cheat on my girlfriend or anything. I would never do anything like that, especially anybody who's in a relationship, let alone being married. But I take marriage, the vows of marriage, very serious. But yeah, I got hit up quite a bit. Boy, I was arrogant. I was an arrogant little bastard then. And people, anybody who would even try to be like, I'm gonna kick your ass, man, I would be like, bring it, bitch. I was in a gym 5 days a week, 5 to 6 days a week. I was training also. So I had a pretty full schedule. I only saw my girlfriend about 3 or 4 days a week. You know, I had to squeeze in time here and there, wherever I could. Because, you know, I was working 2 jobs. You know, I was spending 2 hours in the gym, about 6 days a week training. And then I do go on tournaments, you know, because, you know, I was an amateur fighter. And then I made state. I went to state and I lost by decision. You know, it happens, whatever. So what you think you know about me, I don't, you know, I'll tell you. You know, if you think you're going to expose me, I mean, I think it's funny that you really don't know shit about me. You thought my girlfriend left me because of this game, and I was actually away from this game for a little while before, but we were having problems there for a while. It wasn't due to the game, but you know, that's nobody's business. But I left her, so I don't know why or who would speak. I think that's hilarious. Man, this has nothing to do with this dude's personal life. I don't agree with much on this channel either, but that doesn't make it okay to talk about that dude's personal life. Talk about the right. I agree. And leave the rest out of it. Don't need to see stuff about being fired on. I didn't get fired though. That's the whole thing. That's what I find hilarious. You know? And I mean, it's okay if you disagree with me. Like I said, I play the content, and you know, I don't really care if people agree or disagree. You know, people have a right to their opinions.
What better way to keep
whatever they want to do. So it doesn't bother me. I think that's cool. I think it makes for good conversations. I think disagreements actually make for interesting conversations most of the time.
If you want to
But you know, if he wants to get into my personal life, it's not like I'm hiding anything. I'm a pretty much straight out dude.
What is there to fear?
You know?
I was a mere kinlord. You are a keeper. Surely you can resist corruption where I am. Sirion's right, of course. The keepers work for my benefit now.
This dungeon is excessively loud.
I made sure you could accomplish so stations. The enemies of
It's
Oregon
excessively
to
loud.
the last breath of the keepers. You're going to fight your way through all of the keepers? How amusing! They are stronger than they once were.
You gotta do it. He's like, do we gotta do this one? Stop getting behind me. Jesus.
Keeper Arodor watches the first stone. Let's see if she's learned from me in our time together.
Gonna hit it, but a couple seconds left. Whatever. Just use the next
I'd
boss.
say it feels like I regained the use of a
Whatever.
limb, if I had any. Ah, here come some new friends. Let's see if I've still got them. Slaughter. Still delightful after all these
Let's go.
years.
Does anybody really need anything in here? Like chests matter? I mean, for maybe breakdown. Unless you're looking for sanctuary. Drops in here. Tormentor too. I like Tormentor. It's good. It's a good setup. Oh boy. How do they want to do this? Different way to play this.
I'm impressed with the Keepers. It takes a strong will to control a Daedroth of that size. I wonder what Daedra you could
You
bend
gotta hit the
to your
switches to
will.
open doors, I think, right? I believe. Alright. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my gosh. Man. Come on, man. You're fine, man. What is with the weaving in certain things, man? Shit.
Coronel lies ahead. I never liked him.
I'll see you
He
dead before
hums
you
off
harm this stone.
key.
Trying to keep it in.
I marvel at your efficiency. You really are quite good. Here, let me take.
What's up? What's up? Must one. Yeah, the Sentinel set was when I was able to use the Sentinel, it went on my Nightblade in this tune. Well, I mean my PS version of this tune. I still have those videos. They haven't gone anywhere. They're still in the video file.
Daedric power is not granted cheaply.
Like I said, most people just don't know how to play the classes in their appropriate roles.
To me,
Certain things are just more novice. Like Templar Healing. I've done it. I'd get bored with it. Nightblade Healing's my favorite. Always has been. Because, you know, I was forced into it. It was like, yeah, you're gonna have to be it. I have to be it. I have to. Templars were getting me fucking killed. Fucking annoying as fuck. Jab, 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 jab. You're missing a heal, dipshit. Oh, gotta deal damage. Jab, 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 jab. It's like, I'm done. Oh, wrong fucking ulti. Oh well. It happens. Look, I told you guys, no spillover. There's no fucking spillover. There's none. There's never been any fucking appropriate spillover from initial hit. I should have shielded right there. Oh well. They're good. It's not like they're gonna die. Remember to shield Mystic after this. See? I should have shielded again. Fuck. Timing. If I fuck that up on the next boss, somebody will die. Because if it two pops them, you know, whatever. Because if they're not running the shield system, they can get popped. Damn it, wrong bar again. Little annoying bitch.
This is far more entertaining than I thought it would be.
Whatever.
Such power I have now. Almost like the old days.
Whatever. Okay, I'm running a new build. Last. I usually like to get other people's input. Yeah, like, I remember, I was noted as the dude that said, hit my balls. Guys remember that? Any of you guys remember when I said that? When nobody was running the orbs and I was like, hit my balls, hit my balls. Oh. And they brought out the, you know, then they brought the healing orbs, man. That was a blessing in disguise for me. So many ways. So many ways. I forget what the other one used to do. The other morph. And I was like, oh my god, they put out a healing version now. Ooh! Slick. All my healers are in it. All my healers that were non-Templar. Oh, shit. Come on. Oh. 2 bosses to go. Let me check out the stuff. Back again. First break of the day. Hope it's not a bad, too long of a day, brother. So. It's taking a little bit longer than anticipated. Oh shit. Okay, be right back. I gotta go use the restroom. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Tank's still not back. That sucks. Hopefully he comes back. Let's hope. It plays okay. I like the DK heals. I've had plenty of time to perfect it. It's kind of what I do. Elola, who was actually a DK healer prior to me, was the one who inspired me to build a DK healer. So I already had Nightblade healed, but she was a DK healer before me. And she was, you know, experiencing a lot of the same problems, you know, as a non-Templar healer. Right? The toxicity in the game, the misconception. Okay, we're good.
How easily you slaughter Danger and Keeper alike. How much more powerful could you be made with my gifts? You are fascinating.
I don't care how we do it. Okay, the last boss is going to be a bitch because of the pop when it throws you up. Because that could get people killed. That would not be my fault through the mechanics, so heads up. On this one, he's got to maintain 3 Daedra throughout the entire fight. There is no scroll. That's kind of where I start paying attention to what the DPS is doing in this type of scenario, because the barrier might be my better option.
Get out of my way.
Normally I want to throw the Warhorn
Tamriel will learn I am free
to increase the
when I
DPS,
set the land
but depending on the mechanics and how they play it, the barrier will buy me time because line of sight. Now, I have direct heals and some other heals that are, you know, whatever. Yep. Of course it's me. What the fuck, Zenimax? Ugh. Of course you're slowed down a little bit, you're taking extra damage. Gotta kill the balls. Got him. Hard to see due to the dagger. Usually, the tank's supposed to pull it out. It's not supposed to be on the boss. It's supposed to be the DPS only. Trying to. What's the trick is you gotta kill the orbs too. I don't want to weave, but balls. Bullshit, nobody's dying. Bullshit! Not on my watch. Blue balls again. got them pretty much covered. So I can get over here. Ugh. Okay. I can't. Good. Much I can do. Nope. Nice try, though. There you go. Anyways, I gotta leave for a little bit. Got some highlights, though. A little bit. Let me check out the comments before I leave. Back again. Next, healers have the biggest balls of them all. That's good. That is a good one. I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing this a very long time. I have been. I played every class as a healer, and I played every tank I've played every class and every role except macro and stamp crow. I'm still gotta do those two, and especially in tanks. I did the necro healer, which I'm very impressed with. I'm actually very impressed with the healer. So I always play support classes first. So when I'm leveling anything, I always play a support class, but I never main, or typically like healers or whatever. But it gives me a functionality of their
Guild requests your help.
how they function, right? Because as a previous MMOer and through my experiences, that's the meat and potatoes, right? DPS is dime a dozen, and you can whatever. Can I get that if you don't need it? Yeah. What's the? I think the monsters had. Oh, but anyways, the biggest thing, like I said, I came into this game. There was so much misinformation, so many misconceptions, hit and miss after miss after miss after miss after miss. And I had to walk it. I had to go through it. I had to go through it all. I had to go through it all. All of it. You know, it was a pain in my ass. But I fought the good fight. You know, I fought the good fight. And I don't regret that. Because I don't like ignorance. At all. I don't like people who are ignorant. I just don't. If people want to be ignorant, then they deserve to be treated ignorantly. When you try to enlighten people, right? It's frustrating when they don't want to listen, and then you go ahead and you prove it, right? But you try to even prove it to them. You try to help them out, and they don't want help. They want to remain ignorant, right? Then you have an entire community that's been fed bullshit. So then you have mass ignorance, and you have to fight them all off with, you know, video evidence and footage. And, you know, that's why I became a content creator. That everybody was fed bullshit time and time and time again. You know, at the end of the day, I've made my mark in this game. I've made my mark. I'm sure I'm not the most popular. I'm actually despised by most people, but it doesn't matter. The reason you guys quit wearing Twiceborn Star was because of me. The reason why you guys figured out penetrating value was because of me. The reason why you guys know about diminishing return was because of me. The reason why any of you finally accepted any class could play any role was because of me. Love me or hate me, I made my mark in this game. I made toxic builds too that people utilized. Thousands utilized my toxic PvP builds. So I made my mark. Whether people hated me or not, they rolled it. They switched. It doesn't matter. I don't need to be popular. I don't need to be liked by everybody. Because I bring the proof in every stream. Take it for what it's worth. Anyways, I like to thank everybody for coming in, having some good conversations. I like to thank my troll too, thinking he actually knows me. I mean, I'd be actually questioning where he's getting the information. Obviously, he's getting it from somebody who thinks they know me, knows maybe portions of my life, but they don't know. He thought I was 15 when I had a kid, when I was 13. Knows nothing about me. Knows nothing. And if he thinks he's exposing me, he's not. I'm an open book. And I don't really care. Like I said, I lost pride a long time ago. Long time ago. Now I just try to educate people who want to be educated. So, I'm doing this a long time, and I've worked with the top companies. I was even privileged to work with Matt's title, Warhammer. Got to do a lot of different things. Got to experience a lot in this industry. And I bring that knowledge openly. But if people don't want to listen, that's their prerogative. Ignorance is bliss, and so on. Sometimes it's better to be thought dumb. Shall I go on? Remember, rest in peace, X. As always, I'm Mr. Craven. This is Mystics MMOs. Have a nice day.